What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I am in the final stages of wrapping my Toyota 4Runner in a much lighter color using a KPMF vinyl wrap. I'm not going to show you guys the color yet. I want to have the vehicle fully wrapped before I do the reveal, but we are very close. I have to do the rear bumper and the front bumper, which is going to get done on Friday, and then I have the front fenders, and that's it. So hopefully by like Saturday or Sunday, I will post something showing the new color change, which I think you guys are really gonna like. It's pretty sweet. I put a lot of time into wrapping it, and maybe I'll show you guys one day what I did and how I went about it. I have zero wrapping experience, but I really think it came out pretty damn well for a first timer. There's no bubbles, there's no like ugly spots. So yeah, I think you guys will be impressed. But the purpose of today's video is the front fenders and the rear fenders. That little plastic trim piece that goes around your wheel wells, when you remove that, you most likely will break the plastic pieces that hold it in place, and that's fine. But what's not fine is when you break the plastic that is on that trim piece itself. What I'm talking about is the plastic piece that goes all the way around your wheel for that fender piece, and then it connects to your front bumper. To make it a little bit more clear, there's a plastic piece that goes all the way around your front wheel well, as well as the rear one, which I'm not going to show you because I don't want to show you guys the car's color yet. But these plastic pieces, super simple to replace. Amazon, you can get them for like 10 bucks a pack of 100. They come in both the blue and the orange that you need, as well as some gaskets, which is really nice. So absolutely buy those from Amazon. I will link them in the description. But what I'm talking about today is these plastic pieces right here, okay? So when you take these pieces off of your vehicle, sometimes these pieces break, i.e. this one right here. Now I fixed this one already, and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. So let me show you what I did. On this piece right here, you can see that this snapped off completely clean from the vehicle. Now, I know that this goes this way based on the pattern that was here. Now, all you're gonna need to do this repair is a handy dandy blowtorch and a flathead screwdriver that you're not afraid to get hot. The method to fix this is actually quite simple. What you're going to do is take your trim piece that has the broken clip attachment piece, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to line it back up with how it once sat, okay? Once you get it lined up, you're going to make sure that the area is dry. So I went ahead and washed these because they were absolutely filthy. You can see here that I just noticed this piece is broken as well. So I'm going to fix that one first to give you guys an idea. But essentially, it looks like just the outer piece was attached, not the inner piece. So you can see here, that broke right there. So what I'm gonna do is take my blowtorch and I'm gonna set it on auto, which means I'm gonna leave it on until I am done with it, and then I'll turn it off. And I'm gonna heat up this screwdriver. Okay, so that is fairly hot now. Don't burn yourself. But what you're gonna do is identify where it's broken. You're gonna push it down, and then you're just going to quickly braze the two pieces together. And in doing so, you're heating up the plastic, you're essentially melting it. You don't wanna hold it there too long because you don't wanna dig too deep into the plastic itself. I'm just doing like very quick passes. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm doing very quick passes with the screwdriver. I'm also trying to like flatten it out and make it nice and smooth. But right now I'm sticking solely on the outside of that broken clip. In a second here, I'm gonna heat the screwdriver back up again and approach it from the inside. Now, the second time I heated it up, it was much shorter because there is some plastic on here, and I don't want to completely burn it off because that is meat that I can use to continue fusing this piece together with heat. All right, so unfortunately my screwdriver now has cooled down quite a bit. So I'm gonna hit it again. All right. Now I'm just gonna touch up the area, make sure it's all nice and smooth. Funny how that works. I have heat sensors above my lights. That way, if there's a person in here, it can detect your heat coming off your breath or your body, and it will turn the lights on. So blowtorch turns it on. Anyways, let me show you guys up close what I did. All right, so this is the piece that was broken. As you can see, I took the flathead and I just smoothed out the outside and the inside. It's kind of hard to see the inside, but I just smoothed it out. And now the result is this piece right here is very nice and solid. Once you've taken your screwdriver and melted the plastic back onto the actual fender piece itself, a next step that you can do, but is not required, is you can take some Gorilla Glue. This is gel glue. I took my screwdriver. Make sure your screwdriver is cooled down, because if it's not and you dip your screwdriver in the Gorilla Glue, it's gonna make fumes and they will burn your nostrils and your eyes. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. But yeah, so what I did was I put some Gorilla Glue, kind of hard to see, on the outside and inside with the screwdriver. And now when this cures, even though it's already super secure, that is gonna be basically unbreakable. And I'm just gonna do a last check to make sure that all the other ones are secured. They are. So the last one that I have to do is this broken piece right here. So I'm gonna do that repair, and then I'll show you guys the final product. But one thing I really wanna touch on is, people are probably wondering, when would you ever have to do this? Well, I've seen people go off-roading and completely rip these off of their car. And some people rock them, rock their 4Runner without them because it's, battle scars and they don't care. They know it's gonna happen again. But some people wanna fix their car and make it look good. The other reason, like myself, I'm wrapping my car. I wanna make sure that I get all the nooks and crannies. That way you don't see any seams or any lines. So people that have to take them off, like myself, or if you're doing a fender chop, that way you can have larger tires and a larger setup, you're gonna have to take them off to do some trimming, and you could break them at that point. So these are all reasons why you might break one of these like I did, or in my case, broke a few, and then repaired them. So it's really not that hard. You just need to heat up your screwdriver, and you need to move with a purpose, because you don't wanna dig too deep into the plastic. I'm peeling the sticky tape that's on here because I got to put new stuff on here, which I will show you guys before I cut the video what I bought and where I bought it from. And it's from Amazon. It's a 1/4-inch tape, but that is essentially around your fender, and that connects to the vehicle's fender itself and keeps it nice and tight against the car. But it's really not a hard fix. You just gotta have patience and move with a purpose. That way you do not dig too deep into the plastic and cause more damage. These are pretty pricey, so repairing them obviously is in your best interest. This is that piece that was completely loose. I did go ahead and melt both sides. Try and zoom in there. It is nice and adhered via plastic melting, but I also went ahead and threw some Gorilla Glue on it because I want to make sure it does not come off ever again. Now, again, this repair is not hard. You can see it's very nice and firm on there. It took me maybe 3 minutes a piece. My only caveat for you guys is make sure you allow this to dry before you go ahead and remount it to your vehicle, because you don't want the plastic clips getting permanently bonded to this, and you don't want this, you don't want Gorilla Glue near your car while it's wet. All right, guys, you saw how simple that was. That is how you fix the trim connector pieces for the little plastic pieces that allow you to put your fender trim pieces back on your vehicle. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of patience, some Gorilla Glue, a blowtorch, and a flathead screwdriver that you're not scared to heat up and melt plastic with. Other than that, I hope this was useful. I hope that if somebody is in the same boat as me and has these broken, that they now know how to fix them and can save themselves some money, because these are expensive pieces to replace. And I hope that if you guys found this video useful, you can like, share, comment, subscribe, and share this with people that might be in the same boat as I am. Again, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to reveal the vinyl wrap that I am putting on my car later this week. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Take care.